It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. On the return, Marcus Jones from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Play action. It's Newton. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cover. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. The Patriots at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first two games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room. But they do have to start winning some games.
He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience is early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done. Whoa.
Jackson running again. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Now Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll run with a late signee in camp. This is Kenyon Drake. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Play action. Now Jackson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Kyle Duggar up to make the tackle.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Slot man moves right. Now Dobbins again on second down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Third down, Jackson being chased out left. Open man is Duvernay. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. We're scoreless after 1. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's second and 15. Now it's Jackson. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And third and 8 now.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on third down.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
That's a sharp throw right there on third down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a first and goal.
Here we go now on first and goal. Now receiver in motion left. Dobbins will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And, Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line ready to go. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down.
Good. Great. 20.
Here's the rookie fourth-round pick, Pierre Strong. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he will have a Patriots first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Newton. He'll dump this down to Stevenson. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 33 yards that time.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
They'll roll him out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
After the sack on first down, Newton got his man. It's Thornton. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn on field and gain any yardage.
Off play action, Newton. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. Folk's kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guy.
And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The Georgia man, Roquan Smith, came in and got him. They fake the give. Newton. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. After the interception, here's Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. Down inside the 10. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Second down and goal. Jackson. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Excellent recognition, and none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his first rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the 2nd half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now Newton on 1st down. This one swung outside to Strong. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 11 yards there, just like last play.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Newton. It's caught by Aguilar. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
20. 8.
On 1st and 10, it's Strong. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now an option play on 2nd down. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Cam Newton. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Folk connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Take it in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Throwing is Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the 2nd half. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, They've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Jackson. They're looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
On second down, this is Harris. And a short gain here, down to the 22. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
That ball's caught. Aguilar, right side. Touchdown! Nelson Aguilar. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Patriots have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Extra point up and good by Folk. And it's now 17-14. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Offense set at the line for this next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. And his throw here is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is Jackson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Looking middle, and that's complete. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11, 1st down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson doing it himself from 9 yards out. And the Ravens have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
20.
Harris running straight ahead. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. New England on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Throwing is Newton.
Here's a screen play. This is Strong.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Taken in at the 11. A good return there, 17 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 28-yard line.
Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And some room to maneuver. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. He's going to float this one deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
20.
Now it's Newton. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Cam on the option. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Cam Newton, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Patriots have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Cam looking to throw. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points that gets them back within a field goal. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And the slot man goes in motion left. On 3rd down, Jackson. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got a man, complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. They'll run here with Edwards. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Gus Edwards, a touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Ravens will add to their 4th quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they're both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 108 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Jackson to throw. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part, he's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
Now Jackson. And this goes out wide for Drake. Finding space at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It's a gain of 15, and that ought to just about put an end to this one. A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And some space here.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away